Hello everyone! Today I have prepared something unexpected for you. You know that I always read your comments, and under each video I see a lot of questions about when I will analyze the 8th episode of Skibidi Zombie Universe. The legendary day has finally arrived, and I'm ready to finally do it for you. After all, episode 8 will be the last remaining piece in my collection of analyses of this series, and I hope you like this idea. Honestly, I wanted to postpone this analysis for a while, and as you know, the 4th season was released 2 days ago, but unfortunately there were no additional scenes in it as before. Monster Up himself explained this by saying that he doesn't have enough time for this at all right now, and is working very hard on episode 14. Therefore, we have a wonderful moment to analyze one of the most important episodes in the entire history of Skibidi Zombie Universe. This episode contains the main plot for the story, because as you know, it was there that the betrayal of the Alliance took place, and the first Titan was infected. Well, if you really want to see how I personally took part in episode 8, and also find out the truth about Tvwoman and whether she is really in the same team with the traitor TV man or not, then put all your business aside for the next 10 minutes and trust me. Today I will analyze the 8th episode of Skibidi Toilet Zombie, and then show you all the secrets and Easter eggs that you missed. Is it true that the Plague Doctor has been watching us all this time? How could the POV prevent an attack on the Alliance's main headquarters? What secrets of the 8th episode did the author of the series personally share with me? Get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because it will be the best 10 minutes you'll see today. Let's go! I think you know that episode 8 was released a pretty long time ago. So let me refresh your memory and quickly tell you what brought us to the main headquarters of the Alliance. It all started when the POV and the company managed to steal the main weapon X-18, but the zombie with long claws did not allow us to enjoy the flight and destroyed our ship. The monster began to destroy one by one, but fortunately Gman came to the rescue of the POV, and like a roaring girl, the Astro Toilet called his daddy, whose name is Zombie Scientist. 2 Giga Chads clashed in an epic battle. And of course you remember that Jimmy had a hard time, but after the POV threw him X-18, the blood gained divine power and set the brains of this freak straight, and then he cowardly teleported out of this fight. Also, the POV was not allowed to destroy the Astro Toilet, as G-Man decided to spare him and fly with him to the main headquarters in order to cure him of the virus instead. Everything went according to plan until a lot of bad-looking hands appeared out of the ground. But fortunately, this sweet lady grabs you from behind and teleports you out of this cursed place. Well, now you're completely ready and episode 8 is already on your screens. You and the company are saved by Tvwoman, and behind the barrier you see a lot of zombies who are just waiting to take a bite out of us. This place looks safe and the lady invites you on a tour, and here you can immediately notice the Michael Jackson toilet, and next to it there is a sign saying that the vaccine is not ready yet and its search is still underway. You also know that very soon the poor Jackson will turn into a ruthless zombie who will try to destroy Jimmy, for which he will be punished and destroyed forever. And right now you see this guy in a normal way for the last time, and it breaks my heart and I want to cry. Press F, Jackson! Terrible things are waiting for you very soon. You go on and someone flies right over your head. Also from below, you can notice that the stranger has a zombie Astro Toilet in captivity, and most likely it is being dragged by G-Man, who spared the mutant in episode 7 and grabbed him in his company. We got an answer to one of my questions where exactly Jimmy flew that time. All this time the blood was heading to this headquarters, and most likely it was this exact base that the POV and the company were heading to on the ship in episode 6. I think if Astro Toilet knew what awaits him after he destroys our dreams and does not allow us to get to headquarters, he would not destroy our ship for anything, right? After all, because of this, the freak is now in captivity and terrible experiments are waiting for him. Okay, we go further, and to our right there are several cameramen, Skibidi toilets, and a large cameraman, and among the toilets, you can notice the one wearing headphones. And as you know, in the future, this brat will go with the Alliance to the Dark Forest, where he will get acquainted with the Clockman's race and miraculously be able to survive after meeting with Jason zombies. Also, on the left you can notice the restaurant menu, and it seems that the main dishes today are a lot of popular YouTubers, among whom there is your faithful servant too. I do not know why I ended up on this list of dishes, and I really do not want anyone to taste me though. I also have this thing in good quality. Just imagine that you came to a restaurant and write in the comments which dishes from this list you would choose. There are several signs on top, one of which shows the direction to the place where the Titans are being repaired, and to the left, from the menu, there is the name Monster Up. Along the way, you will meet a lot of graffiti with the name of the author of the series, so I will not show you all of them. At this moment, next to the big cameraman, you can see a poster, but because of the poor quality, it is difficult to say what is written here. But fortunately, I managed to get this poster for you. And on it, you can see the inscription, "The winner of Miss Universe," as well as the nickname of a popular female YouTuber filming her analyses about the Skibidi zombie series. Okay, you already realize that the 8th episode contains a huge number of references, and its secrets do not end there, as there is another sign on your left with the names of several more of our YouTube brothers. Also behind them, there is a screen where you see the Plague Doctor, and this is a reference to a popular meme with a dancing guy in a bird's beak costume who definitely lifted your mood. It is not entirely clear why he is here, and perhaps this is how SCP-49 monitors everything that happens at headquarters. And it is also possible that this is a simple joke from the author of the series. I do not know. Next to the stairs, there is a huge billboard showing breaking news with the cameraman, the announcer, at its head. And this TV shows videos from the channel of another popular Russian YouTuber called Nemi, who films pretty funny videos about all the multiverses of Skibidi toilets. Also, a little lower down, you see these pages with something being written on them. Fortunately, Monster Up sent them to me in good quality. And here you see several messages at once, one of which says that they are among us, and the second one asks where they came from. Most likely we are talking about Skibidi zombies here. And I think that the one who hung these posters wonders where all these mutants came from, and then the mysterious stranger asks if there are infected people among them. There is also a question about whether the virus is artificial intelligence. And if you watched my analysis of the 9th episode, then you know the answer thanks to the jetpack that cameraman used in the fight against zombies. It also says that immunity exists, and there are 2 exact copies of this message but crossed out. In any case, the one who left these pieces of paper constantly doubts whether the vaccine actually exists or not, and constantly changes his mind. Well, after that, a tram pulls up to the POV, and we go inside and the doors close, and on the way to the laboratory, you see Titan Speakerman. My brother was in the actual place where the Titans were being repaired, and it's hard for me to restrain emotions again when I see this blood not infected yet, because very soon he will turn into a zombie and start fighting against us. Okay. We're already inside, and you see the big guy shoving the Astro toilet prisoner into the cell. When the POV pays attention to him, you may notice that there is a special mask on his face. It is needed so that the naughty dog does not bite anyone, and I hope it really works. The POV goes deeper and gives X18 to this pretty cute girl, and I have an interesting theory about her, and if you are ready to hear the terrible truth, then be sure to watch the video to the end so that you won't miss anything important. Okay. And right after that, he goes to Tvwoman, and you give him a flash drive with all the data from Virus 19, and the freak uses it for his own vile purposes. By the way, I would like to draw your attention to the size of this thing, because in Episode 5, it looks so much bigger than it is now, and if you compare these images, you will definitely be convinced of this fact. I do not know why it has decreased so much, and it looks really goofy, actually, and it is very difficult for me to explain it, but if you have a theory about changing the size of this flash drive, then be sure to write it in the comments, and I will pin the most interesting one of them under this video. In any case, something goes wrong and the system crashes. A lot of errors appear on the screen. But if you watch this moment in slow motion, it becomes clear what exactly went wrong. For just 1 second, a warning appears that the virus has entered the system, and right now, the data about all members of the Alliance is being collected, and soon will go to the hacker's computer. Well, the problems don't end there. And when the POV turns around, you see how the cameraman starts twitching and turning into a zombie. Then he attacks Tvwoman, and the best solution for you is to run as fast as possible. The alarm sound can be heard everywhere, and the cameras with ruthless prisoners get open. The ninja-style POV manages to dodge all the mutant attacks and pick up the jetpack from the body of the poor man. You fly to the roof in search of a safe place, and at this moment a real drama unfolds before your eyes. Zombies crawl like ants on the body of the blood, and unfortunately one of them manages to taste him, so the brother's hand begins to shake, and this is the main sign that the infection got inside of the body. Now the Titan is destined to join the army of zombies, but the hero wants to save your back anyway and asks you not to approach him and then tries to destroy himself with his guns. This episode is one of my favorites because it is the most important in terms of plot twists. And I think you should not be reminded that the virus that got inside the system was launched by the traitor Tvwoman, and the zombie attack was a theatrical scene, so instead I would like to share with you a theory about another character. Didn't it seem strange to you that at the moment when the POV ran out of the lab, Tvwoman disappeared somewhere? You gave her the X-18, and the lady remained standing in place. She was still nearby, but as soon as the alarm started, the lady did not even try to go inside the laboratory and find out what was wrong. She could have easily saved us just like she did at the beginning of the episode, but instead, she chose to hide. What if she was in the same team with the traitor and knew that he was planning to destroy the headquarters? So immediately after receiving X-18, she teleported to a safe place. And that was all for today. Write your own theories about what awaits us in the 14th episode in the comments under this video. And that was me, Isotoilet. See ya!